Hello, YouTube family. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm back to read another devotional from my devotional booklet, In Touch. This devotional is entitled When Circumstances Are Unusual. I'll be reading from my Bible, Exodus 3. One day, Moses was tending the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian. He led the flock far into the wilderness and came to Sinai, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a blazing There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a blazing fire from the middle of the bush. Moses stared in amazement. Though the bush was engulfed in flames, it didn't burn up. This is amazing, Moses said to himself. Why isn't that bush burning up? I must go see it. When the Lord saw Moses coming to take a closer look, God called him from the middle of the bush. Moses, Moses. Here I am, Moses replied. Do not come any closer, the Lord warned. Take off your sandals, for you are standing on holy ground. I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. When Moses heard this, he covered his face because he was afraid to look at God. Then the Lord told him, I have certainly seen the oppression of my people in Egypt. I have heard their cries of distress because of their harsh slave drivers. Yes, I am aware of their suffering, so I have come down to rescue them from the power of the Egyptians and lead them out of Egypt into their own fertile and spacious land. It is a land flowing with milk and honey, the land where the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, and Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites now live. Look, the cry of the people of Israel has reached me, and I have seen how harshly the Egyptians abuse them. Now go, for I am sending you to Pharaoh. You must lead my people Israel out of Egypt. But Moses protested to God, Who am I to appear before Pharaoh? Who am I to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt? God answered, I will be with you, and this is your sign that I am one who has sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God at this very mountain. But Moses protested, If I go to the people of Israel to tell them that the God of their ancestors has sent me to you, they will ask me, What is his name? Then what should I tell them? God replied to Moses, I am who I am. Say this to the people of Israel. I am has sent me to you. God also said to Moses, Say this to the people of Israel. Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my eternal name, my name to remember for all generations. Now go and call together all the elders of Israel. Tell them, Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has appeared to me. He told me, I have been watching closely, and I see how the Egyptians are treating you. I have promised to rescue you from your oppression in Egypt. I will lead you to a land flowing with milk and honey, the land where the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Hezrites, Hivites, and Jebusites now live. The elders of Israel will accept your message. Then you and the elders must go to the king of Egypt and tell him, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has met with us. So please let us take a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to the Lord our God. But I know that the king of Egypt will not let, let you go unless a mighty hand forces him. So I will raise my hand and strike the Egyptians, performing all kinds of miracles among them. Then at last he will let you go, and I will cause the Egyptians to look favorably on you. They will give you gifts when you go, so you will not leave empty-handed. Every Israelite woman will ask for articles of silver and gold and fine clothing from their Egyptian neighbors and from the foreign women in their house. You will dress your sons and daughters with these, stripping the Egyptians of their wealth. Well, okay. That was Exodus 3. Now I'll read from the devotion. Can you remember a time when you were so engrossed in the details of your own life that you couldn't hear God's voice at all? In times like those, it's difficult to detect the Father's whisper. So instead, he may shout through unusual circumstances to get our attention. Consider Moses in the 3rd chapter of Exodus. Though well educated and raised as a prince, he was now exiled and humiliated in the wilderness. Life certainly wasn't turning out as he'd envisioned, and he was probably preoccupied with fear, disappointment, and pride. But God had big plans for Moses and needed to get his attention. So the Lord arranged something that the shepherd just couldn't ignore, a bush that was on fire and yet was not being consumed. Even more startling, God spoke to Moses through that burning bush. Do you think a sight like that would have made you take notice? Sometimes God works this way with us too. In order to speak to us, he must first get our undivided attention by doing something so unusual that we have no choice but to stop, look, and listen. There is no such thing as an accident for a child of God. Whatever we see or hear could play a role in accomplishing his purpose. We must learn how to look for God in all circumstances, from the wild and unexpected to the simple and mundane. Whether our situation seems unbelievably good or unbearably bad, we are wise to step back and ask the Lord to help us view the matter from his perspective. Amen. Okay, that's it for today's devotional reading. I hope you liked it. Hope you met something to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you again, God bless you all. Goodbye.